Hello, welcome back to Hidden Suffolk Detecting. Today I'm back out on the fields and we're hitting the one with the crops in today. Luckily they're still nice and low, so we're not going to cause any problems or anything. And hopefully we're going to have some really good targets out of here. And when I got here this morning it was actually quite sunny, but as it's gone on a little bit, it's got a bit cloudier. So hopefully it's not going to rain. But I tell you what, the ground is nice and soft. We've had so much rain, this ground is absolutely soaking wet. So I think it's going to be a bit of a muddy one today. But luckily it's not been ploughed or anything like that. So it's pretty good, nice and stable for our feet. So ain't going to have any issues with that anyway. So we'll be getting absolutely fine on here. So yeah, it's going to be, hopefully be a nice day for it anyway. So we've got a good 4 hours out and going to hit some good patches and see what comes up really. So yeah. So we are also over the 1,000 subscriber mark. Thank you so much for everyone who subscribed to the channel so far. It means an absolute world to me, that does. It means, yeah, it means a lot. So thank you so much for everyone who subscribed. Also, if you're a new viewer here, please subscribe, please like the content, and I really, really appreciate that. So we will be sorting out a 1,000 giveaway in the very near future. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do for it and how to do it. But yeah, when we'll get there in the end. So there'll be some nice things to come from that. So yeah, so I really appreciate it, guys. Anyway, so anyway, enough waffle from me. Let's go find some targets before it either rains or it gets too dark. I'll see you on the first hole. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to move out of my comfort zone today and I'm going to be using a different mode today. I'm going to be using the sensitive FT settings instead of using deep HC, which I always use. Mainly just to go and sort of see if there's any other targets that come up with a different mode really. I've absolutely scoured this field over and over and over again. And I feel like I should really try a different setting, maybe see if a different frequency picks up anything else that I've missed previously. So we're going to be using sensitive full tones today. And I'm going to lower the reactivity down to 1.5 to give us a really good depth. And let's go see what else comes up. Right, here's our first target. Sounds like a good one, 66. Just in this little tractor line here. This ground today is absolutely sopping wet. There's so much water around. But the last few nights we've had a lot of rain. So this ground is very, very wet. It's great to dig though, and it does amplify our signal, so it's not all bad. But it's very, very wet. So I definitely won't be kneeling on anything today. Aha! Something there, I think that's a little button. Yeah, first little target. Here's a nice little button, that nice little tomback. 17th, 18th century. Nice little shank on there as well. There you go. First target, a little tomback button. Cool. Let's move on. Where's the next one? Nice little 56. Just in between these plants. I think it's in that little bit. Yeah, I think it's in there. Yeah, it's definitely in that bit, isn't it? Well, we've got some sunshine on our side today, which is quite welcomed. We've had a lot of rain recently, and a lot of cloudy days, and it's quite mild today, which is nice. So we've got some really nice sunshine, great day for detecting anyway. Hopefully the sun will bring out some targets too. Pretty sure it was in this bit anyway. Unless it's dropped out of it. Let's give it another go. Oh, I think it's actually dropped out over here. Yeah, it has, yeah. Whatever it is in here somewhere. In this little bit. Very small. I don't think it's a button then. Could it be? It's getting smaller. Can't really see what that is. There's so much mud here. Oh, I think it's a little tiny piece of a crotal bell. Try and clean it off a little bit. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a crotal bell. Just there. Just turn the pinpointer off. It looks like one, doesn't it? It's very hard to tell. It's got a little bit of a pattern on there, so I'm wondering if that is a bit of crotal bell. I think it is. Not really sure. It could just be a random bit of metal, but it sort of looks like a crotal bell anyway. There's such a small fragment, it's hard to tell what it is. It's got a little bit of the thing at the top, so I'm presuming it's a bit of crotal bell. So there you go. Target number 2. Bit of a crotal bell. Here's our next one. Absolute screamer, this one. Nice 85. Nice and clear. I don't know what this could be. There is a lot of 85s in this field though. You do find a lot of 85 VDIs. Then there'd be sort of bigger objects and things like that. And then all of a sudden it would just disappear like that. Where's it gone? I guess it's still in the hole. Maybe it's still in the hole. So either it's still in the hole or it's on the spade. Because it has a habit of gathering on the spade for some reason. Let's just check this as well. Okay, it must definitely be in the hole then. Let's give it a go with the pinpointer. Let's see if we can narrow down where it is. Oh yeah, it's definitely in the hole. It's weird because the detector kind of lost track of it there. What is it going to be? Is it going to be a button? I don't know. Let's have a look. Something. It was a very loud target, whatever it was. This ground's just so wet and sticky though. Every time you touch something, it just gets worse. I've got my brush with me and I will use it in a minute. Okay, so we've got some sort of object. I have no idea what this is. If it's modern or if it's old. Let's use the brush, see if we can clean it up a little bit. So I cannot tell what that is. It's weird because it's kind of like a stud thing, but it's not. I don't know. What could it be? Is it a bit of furniture maybe, or is it something completely different? I have no idea. Or is it just farm machinery? We don't get a lot of crap in this field, which is good. Not a lot of junk. Some fields you go to absolutely littered, but yeah, weird. No idea what that is. Not a clue. If you know, let me know. Weird. Alright, let's move on. I've just found this lovely little decorative thing. Don't know what it is, but it's got these nice little pin marks on the back. Look. It's obviously attached to something at one point or another. It's very tiny. It came up as a 54 VDI, which with sensitive, for some reason, just seems to pick up lots and lots of little stuff. And I definitely seem to be picking up stuff that I had either missed before on Deep HC, or the VDIs were different and I just didn't choose to dig it. But yeah, look at that lovely little thing that I can't really tell what it is. Well, that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's almost like a little... Just dropped it. Somewhere down there. It's almost like a little... like a clamshell. With the pattern on there. Yeah, look at that. It's a nice little thing, isn't it? Nice to find little targets. They seem a bit more intricate. Yeah. Let's give it a bit of a spray and see if we can see any more detail on there. See if it'll reveal anything else. But yeah, it's obviously hooked onto something or other, weren't it, back in the day? go, look at that. It's like a little, like a clamshell or oyster shell pattern. I don't know if that's even the right way up. Could be the other way up actually, could be this way up. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Nice little find, that one. Cool. This field's absolutely full of weird stuff. There's just stuff here throughout the ages. It's a mix of everything here in this field. Don't know why, but yeah, it was just used and used and used over the years. So look at that. Cool. If you guys know what it is, please let me know. Brilliant. Right, next one's here. 79. Nice loud target. It's a little bit wiggly, but maybe it's just 'cause I'm not used to sensitive FT. Kind of just used to one tone really, or a two tone, isn't it, whatever it is, on deep HC. But I'm sort of trialing sensitive because I want to see if there's anything else we can find that things we're missing maybe with about the other frequencies. Here we are, whatever this is. Got a piece of something. Looks pretty broken. Can't really tell what that is. I think today's going to be a day of using the toothbrush a lot. Everything's very, very sticky. It's weird because it's got like a kind of like a circular middle to whatever this is. Weird, look at that. Don't really know what that is. What could it be? I haven't got a clue. Is these kind of little stud things on there? It's like a weird circular bit in the middle, which is kind of bizarre. No pattern on it or anything, but yeah, keep finding these weird little objects today. Not a clue. If you know, let me know. Right, so our next one. Quite a small little tone, that one. 64. Not 64, sorry. 54. The numbers mixed up today. Little 54 signal. Well, I've only had one button so far today. Normally I come away with about 10 at least by now. Maybe the buttons are slowly starting to be depleted. Which should be good. Less time digging buttons. Well, until it's ploughed anyway. It's in here somewhere. I just heard it. I think it's in this bit here. Is it in there or is it in the bit I'm holding? I think it's in this bit. Oh, it's in this bit. Somewhere in here. In the back side of it. It's just so sticky today. Somewhere in here is what we're after, but I don't know where it's gone. Whatever it is obviously quite small. Where's it gone? Okay, all of a sudden it's just disappeared, so it must have fallen out here somewhere. Where on earth has that gone? Let's get the detector back out on that. It's definitely in this bit. Okay, I think I've got it. I think we've got it. It's quite small. Oh, I think it's just a little piece of metal. I don't think it's anything after all that. It's literally just a piece of scrappy metal, I think. Oh, there might be another piece of crowbar actually. Looks like another little piece of crotal bell. Maybe. Obviously very hard to tell, maybe it's just a bit of metal, but could well be a bit of crotal bell. Nothing great though. Right, let's move on. Right, well, I do believe we have a hammered. And the target was actually really iffy, so I didn't bother filming it, but look, I'm pretty sure we have got a hammered. So what I'm going to do quickly, take this glove off, because it's a nightmare with gloves on, cleaning anything in this mud. We'll give it a bit of a clean up. Yeah, another little hammered. They just don't stop coming out of these fields. And this one today, we're in the one that we call the P field, which leads up to the 11th century church. And there is, oh yeah, it's definitely a hammered. There's all sorts of coins and artifacts in here. They dropped it. Just need to try and get this off really gently because it's pretty well stuck on there. And hopefully we'll get some detail off this. Be able to see who it is. God, it's really, really cruddy, isn't it? That is very cruddy. You can just see there's some detail on there. Can't really tell who it is yet. There's just so much rubbish on that. Can see some details, but can't really tell what it is yet. Either way, it looks like it's been sat next to iron or something. That is not in good condition at all, is it? But it is very, very flat, and it's a good full flan on there, so it's not been clipped at all. Yeah, let's just dry it off a little bit and we'll have a little look. See if we can see who it is. There's so much mud here today, I'm really struggling just to clean stuff up and actually look at things. There's definitely some nice detail on that. Right, I think it's sufficiently clean. Can't really tell. Oh yeah, you've got 3 pellets. You can just see 3 pellets in the middle there in each little quarter. So that should be a little leadwood, I think. But it's very, very hard to see. It's really weird, it's kind of like wrinkly. But it is definitely a hammered, so there you go. We've got a hammered. Yes! Sensitive FT is doing its job. Brilliant. I got a really nice loud 85, 86 here. Just this little bit here. Luckily all of these targets are all just on the edge of these plants, so I'm not having to disturb anything. Makes it nice and easy to find. Sort of. Saying that, I can't actually hear this one now. I think it's further in the ground now. Somewhere in there. I could hear it really loud. When I first found it. It's just too deep for the machine to hear, I think. Yeah, it's just far too deep for it. So, well, I can hear it with this. There's a lot of bangers going on around me today, little bird scarers. If that's what you can hear in the background, that's what that'll be. It's a bird scarer. Yeah, don't have to make me jump when I'm near one either, because I can't tell when they're going to go off. Well, I was expecting this to be bigger than it is, but it's sitting quite small and quite flat. I wonder if that's actually a button. It's just, this mud is just so sticky today. This is a nightmare. That's just a button. That's alright. It's a button. There's a very loud VDI for it though. I don't know if that's just because it's sensitive FT, just making the VDIs louder, but I don't know. But yeah, it's a button. It's tomback. A little bit of gold gilding on there. Just nothing else on it. Just a plain button otherwise, but yeah. It's only number 2, so I don't mind. Cool. Here's our next one. 69. 68, 69. It's just on that little side over here. The sun's out again, which is nice. Keeps going in. I'm getting quite grey. It's just in this little bit here, I think. Here it is. We've got something there. That something. Let's see what that is. Okay, that's quite nice. I have no idea what it is. We have something decorative today. Today has been a mixed bag of kind of buttons and rubbish. Not many artifacts, but we have one now. Whatever that is. I have no idea. Let's give it a quick brush. So we can just get a bit of this mud out of this bit. It's quite caked in there. Yeah, there's no decoration on there. I mean, I don't know what that is, but I'm sure one of you sharp-eyed viewers will know. So if you do, please let me know. That's obviously folded, isn't it? That bit. I presume that should have been flat to the other bit. But yeah, that's quite cool. So if you know, please let me know. Brilliant. I don't know if you guys can see this, but just there we have a really nice target. It's a crotal bell, and it's complete. Look at that. Wow. I rarely find crotal bells that full. I've never, well, I found 2, I think, ever in that condition. I mean, look at that. It's a complete one. I bet that's still a ringer as well. So that is going to be so nice when I clear it up. Get some, get all the mud out of it as well. Sometimes you can see patterns on these, but it doesn't look like there's a pattern on it. It looks pretty blank. But look at that. It's heavy as well. It's probably just the mud, actually. Nice. That was a bucket lister of mine for a long time. And I found, like, I kept finding them last year. Could not stop finding them. And I found loads of them in the end. There you go. Nice. What a find. Here's our next one. It was 71. Didn't sound that good before I dug it out. So we'll see what it is, but I wasn't going to film it, so we'll see what it is though. Sounds better now. Somewhere in there. Tell you what, the wind's picked up a bit now. It's a bit chilly up here. Where's it gone? Aha. Ah, is it a musket ball? I think we've got a musket shot. That's why it sounded a bit iffy. There you go. I'm actually quite surprised I haven't found more of these today. Or is it a musket shot? That's a little button. It's a bibbly little button, that. It's a round top one. God, getting all kinds of buttons today. All sorts, that's where the little shank would be. All shapes and sizes of buttons today. Normally it's just tombacks, but not today. Cool. Different types and shapes and ages. Right, that's me all wrapped up. It's pretty chilly and the sun's going down, so let's have a quick roundup of the finds and see what we found. So here's a roundup of today's finds. I had quite a nice little haul here, to be fair. Nice little mix of bits and pieces. Our usual 20 million buttons we normally come away with, but to be fair, we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 buttons today, which is not too bad, but yeah, obviously they come up as good targets, so they kind of throw you off a little bit, which is kind of annoying of them. But yeah, it's another 12 out the field, isn't it? So next time I won't be hitting those, which is really good. So more time to dig other better targets. So we've got a couple of scrappy little random bits of metal as well. And then onto these bits, got a nice, I don't really know what this is. If you guys know, please let me know. Is it some sort of like tack thing or like a horse boss bit? I don't really know. If you know, please let me know. Not sure on that. Or is it just modern junk? I don't know. And this kind of little ring, don't really know what it is either. I thought it was a button at the start, but no, it's definitely not. It's got this weird hole in the middle, so maybe it's part of something larger. A few bits of crotal bell just here, two tiny little fragments of them. And we've got this, shame it's a bit bent really, but I guess it's some sort of hanger or something. Is it for holding up something? I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. It's kind of a day of bits and pieces really. Strange little thing. Again, another little thing. No idea what that is. Yeah, today was just lots of little pieces that I wasn't really sure what was what. Something else. Got some weird little tack bits on the edge here, little stud bits. Don't really know. It looks kind of like a bit like a blade for something, and it's got a circular bit in the middle and the other bits are missing. So yeah, no idea what that is. Or is it just modern junk? And you've got this chunk of bronze. Kind of an odd shape and tapers down to a point, so I don't know what that is, but yeah, interesting. Not sure. It's quite bizarre. You've got our something. It looks a little bit like a clam, and then it obviously attached to something because it's got these little hooks on the edge, on the end of it, which is kind of weird. But yeah, it's got kind of like a clam kind of decoration. Like an escallop thing, I'm not really sure. It's cool. Yeah, I like that. It's quirky. Of course, our ringer of today. Look at that. Nice and complete. I've got all the mud out of it now. Lovely little patterns on there. Not much visible patterning on there, but definitely some. And it's a ringer. Look how complete that is. That is an absolute stunner. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful bit of history there. Nice little ring to it. Probably the first time it's been rung in lots and lots of years. And then our wrinkly little hammered. I have no idea how it got in that condition, but look at that. It's absolutely battered. But it's got some nice writing on there, so we can still see and ID it. But yeah, it's absolutely, look at that surface. It's knackered, isn't it? No idea why it's like that. It's got a brownie tinge this side, but yeah, it's got little pellets, so it's just an Edward. You can just see Edward around the edge on the side. Yeah, seen better days unfortunately, but yeah, nice little find anyway. So yeah, a good day overall. So what a way to end the day. Nice sunset on the horizon just over there. Nice to get out for a few hours and just clear the mind a little bit, de-stress and wander around in the field aimlessly for a few hours. I don't think I could think of anything nicer than that. To be fair, there's not many other hobbies that you get to just wander around in the field, is there, kind of aimlessly, but yeah, there's definitely one of them. So yeah, we had a good day in the end. Had some nice targets out of there, including another little Eddie Penny. They just don't stop coming, do they? They just keep finding hammers. I think they will dry up eventually, so I'm kind of counting my blessings while I've got them. So yeah, we had a nice crotal bell as well. I can't wait to get that home and give it a good clean and see if it's a nice little ringer. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications. And we'll be out in a really interesting dig on the Bayfield estate with Woburn Detecting Store on the next video. So 2-day weekender, so there'll be plenty to watch. Hopefully there'll be plenty of targets too. So I'll see you on the next one.